Okay, good evening, everybody. Welcome to today's tutorial class. Okay, I'm so sorry that we haven't been stable with the class. We have been trying to, make sure that we give you people everything you need to succeed as an international student. To share my screen. Okay, in today's class, I'll be sharing my screen with you guys, and we're gonna start with the. We're gonna start with the Globe Six, the six requirements needed for an international student or for a student that want to go study abroad. So I'm trying to share my screen here so we can actually look at the six requirements needed for you to be a successful international student in a country that is not probably your home country, because I know a whole lot of persons have dual citizenship. So I'm gonna share my screen with you guys right now. Okay, I think I have this here. All right, so we're gonna be looking at the PB Cambridge Globe 6. That is the 6 steps to your global future. The 6 steps to being a successful international student. Okay, I'm gonna resize the image so everybody could actually, you know, see clearly what we have here. All right, greetings once more, everybody, and welcome to PB Cambridge. So today, before we start the class proper by tomorrow, I would want us to look at the PB Cambridge Globe 6. That is the 6 steps to being a successful international student. 6 steps, six, 6 steps, one global future. So the first point here is G. Remember the. Okay, just give me a minute. So the we're gonna go back to this. So the Globe 6, the PB Cambridge Globe 6. So we have the G, which is the guide. And under the guide, we have the academic and career guidance. In this academic and career guide G, so the academic and career guidance is actually where you discover your strengths. It's actually where you know, get to know the right program for you. Now, there are so many schools abroad that offer both major and minor. That is, you could actually do two programs at the same time. You could actually take two programs at the same time, which are the major and the minors. The major program is your main course. You could decide to study computer science, and then you choose French language as your minor program. You understand? So at the guide is where you get to discover your strength, know your career interests, know your study destinations, and the right program for you. Then for the L, we have the L. For the L, this is where you get to learn. This is where you get to learn international exams and profile preparation. So in the L, this is where you get to learn international exams and profile preparation. I'm so sorry for the breach or for the delay in relating. We actually experiencing some technical issues. So for the L, this is where you get to learn international exams and profile preparation. This is where you get to prepare for your iSAT, SAT, IELTS, TOEFL, and other international examinations while strengthening your academic profile. So, without the writing these international exams and without proper planning, without preparing for these exams, you might end up not getting the desired result or the desired score for you to be able to get some very good financial aid. So most times students are encouraged to prepare well for these exams so you could get your desired results for financial aid. And then for profile preparation, this is where you strengthen your academic profile. For instance, if you're a high school student or you are a secondary school student, this is a time for you to prepare your resume. You need to get yourself an extracurricular activity. Make sure you have one or two extracurricular activities, be it in leadership skills, be it, in sports, be it in music. Just be good at something. Be good outside of your classroom. You are not required to be good only in your classroom. Make sure you are good outside of your classroom. Is either you are a prefect, which shows your leadership skills, or you are a soccer player or an athlete, which shows your skills in sports, or you sing or play a musical instrument, which shows your strength or your skills in arts. So make sure you're good in something, because that will actually help boost your academic profile. It will tell the admission counselors or the reviewers that you are not just an A student. You are not just an academically high profile student, but that you're also good outside of the classroom. So we have considered the G and the L, which is the which the G is a guide and the L is a learn. So we'll be going to the O, which is apply. Now, after you must have discovered your academic interests, you must have discovered the right program for you. You must have discovered the country that you are interested in, that is your study destination. And then you must have prepared for your international exams and also written them. Then it will be time for you to apply to universities for admissions. And during university selection, you need to make sure that the university you are selecting, it's good for you as a person. It's fit for you as a person. It's a rich school for you as a person. Now, during your university selection, you need to consider the destination, the programs that the school offers. If your program is one of those that you're interested in, you need to also consider their funding, their financial aid to international students, their scholarships, and everything. Then after that, you have to apply, submit your applications, draft out your college application essays, your personal statement. Your personal statement is actually telling the admission counselors more about yourself, why you want to study in their school, why you would want to take up the course that you have signed up to take. Then for your CVs, for high school students, we don't usually call it CVs. We call it resume. Resume is or the CV, curriculum vitae, is where you tell more about yourself, your skills, your work experiences, and everything. And that is why I said initially, you must have an academic profile. You must have a skill outside of your academic life. So, if you do not have a skill outside of your academic life, it's going to be difficult for you to generate a CV or a resume, rather. Then after the CVs and the resumes, we're gonna have the recommendation letters and documentations. Now the recommendation letters are coming from your teachers or your lecturers, the people that have known you, that have taught you, that have tutored you over the years. This is a time where, you know, your teacher or your lecturer or your tutor get to write something about you, get to write something that they know about you. So I encourage students in high school or in the university, make sure you are of good behavior while you are in school, because most times when you want to further your education or you want to seek for a job opportunity, you might be needing recommendation letters from your teachers, from your tutors, from your lecturers, from your professors, even from your employers. So it's very important you keep a good relationship with your with the people that lectures you, that teaches you, or the people you work under. So now, after you must have selected your university, you must have filed in your application, you must have written your college application essays, your personal statements, your CVs and resumes, you must have gotten your recommendation letters. Then it's time for you to, put your documents together and make sure you have your international passports ready with you. Now, if you do not have your international passport, we could actually help you do that in PB Cambridge if you are a Nigerian. And if you're not a Nigerian, then you have to go to the immigration only. Then after the fifth step, after you must have, you know, navigated your admission offers to know the one you're going to go for, then you accept your decisions, you go ahead and pay your tuition fees if you are requested to, and then you also pay your enrollment fee, which is the acceptance fee. Then the next thing is for you to launch, or we could call it the pre departure and global readiness. This is a time where you now have to apply for your visas, make your travel preparations, accommodations, cultural orientations, skills development, and ongoing student support. After you must have completed the fifth step, which is to enroll, the next thing you gotta do is to seek for a visa guidance, or you could get somebody to help you with that. At PB Cambridge, we actually help our students navigate the visa processes, be it any country. One of our main objectives at PB Cambridge is to ensure that our students get or secure good admissions with good scholarships and financial aids. And then once we have done this, once we have achieved this, we go ahead to guide you on how to process your visas, or we could be a mediator. We could navigate the process for you. We prepare you on your travel expenses. We help you secure your accommodation. We lecture you on skills development. Now for the visa guidance, this is what we do. Then for your travel preparation, your itinerary, which is your flights and all that, we could actually help you get that done. Your accommodation, we can help you get that done. Then the cultural orientation, we're gonna teach you more about the culture or the country that you're going to, that you're heading for your studies. Then skills development. Skills development is very important as a student that's traveling abroad, as an international student, because most times it's what you have that you can give. So if we encourage our students to ensure that they have one or two skills, be it making of hairs, cooking, nail tech, you know, coding, IT students, fintech apps, and all that, you know, artificial intelligence. You have to have these skills so that once you get to this country, the country that you're interested in studying, it won't be too difficult for you to adjust. It could also help you financially, not like you working, looking for jobs here and there when you could actually raise money with your system. So skills development and ongoing student support, very important. So with all this said, we have come to the end of the 6 steps of the PB Cambridge, which is called Globe, Globe, Globe 6. Globe 6. These are 6 steps to having a successful travel journey as an international student. So I'm going to run it down before we wrap it up. Remember, the number one is guide. In our globe is guide, which is G. G is for guide. In the guide, you have your academic and career guidance, where you discover your strengths, career interests, study destination, and the right programs. Then for our L is for learning. You got to learn how to ace your international exams like the ACT, IELTS, TOEFL, GRE, GMAT, and the rest of them all. Then the O is for apply. This is where you apply to university, secure admissions, make your university selections, write your college application essays, personal statements, CVs and resumes, recommendations and documentations. Then B, we have B. This is where you build your funding. You get to know where your funding is coming from to help you study. If it's a scholarship from the school, or a financial aid from the school, or you have a sponsor, if it gets through the visa processes, travel preparation, accommodation, cultural orientation, skills development, and ongoing student support. And please do not forget to like this video, subscribe, and share to your friends. We have a 2 months intensive class, and we just got started. We are just getting started. So please make sure you share and like and subscribe. Remember, as PB Cambridge Consult, if you're in Nigeria, we could actually help you secure your international passport, help you with your admission processes, and then your visa processes as well. We navigate through that process together. And if you are a member of PB Cambridge, that is, you have written our iSAT examination, iSAT competition in secondary school level, then this is an opportunity for you to learn with us. You will learn how to apply to schools on your own. Learn how to write your college application essays. You will learn how to apply for scholarships and financial aid by yourself and yourself. So make sure you keep joining our classes, and I'll see you guys in our next class. Thank you.